wanted to be him.
You wanted to be Laird Hamilton?
When I saw him riding those big waves, bro, that big, tall, blonde guy that was built like crazy, I said, man, I wish I could have been him instead of me.
That's crazy, because you're Hulk Hogan.
No. Can you imagine riding one of those waves, bro, the rush?
I have several friends that are big wave surfers, and I am in awe. I am in awe. I can't. Just the risk you're taking and the way they're able to adjust their weight and balance on a fucking wave of energy coming from the ocean.
On a shortboard.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's insane. Bro, you fall off, you may not come out of that
No,
thing.
you might be dead. You might get knocked unconscious by the force of the water. I mean, just the amount of water you're talking about is so insane. You're going to get driven to the bottom of the ocean for sure. You could bang your head off a rock. I mean, these guys are fucking maniacs.
Yeah.
And they're some of the nicest people.
Do you surf?
You know, I used to. My old attorney, Henry Holmes, old school gangster entertainment attorney, he was the president of the Malibu Surf Club. And right there where the wall was, I kept a home in Thousand Oaks and in Westlake for 23 years during my first marriage because my first wife's family was from there. So during the summer, I'd spend a lot of time out there when the kids were out of school. And Henry being my attorney, I was always hanging out with him, and he took me down to the wall and taught me how to surf, you know. And those little baby 2-3 foot breakers, real consistent right there. So that's where I learned, you know, and did it for years. I mean, you know, whenever we'd stop in Hawaii, you know, we'd grab a longboard, one of the rental boards, and go out and paddle as far as we could to Diamond Head and catch that thing. I wouldn't ride it all the way back in unless I had a jet ski to pull me out because it was about a mile to get out there, you know. So, yeah, I did it for a long time. But
It's the only sport where you have a real possibility of interacting with monsters. Like, you're literally, like, doing a sport where monsters live.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
frightening.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the shark in the L.A. River that was raised from Hurricane Hillary?
What?
That's not real.
Oh, it's not? No. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Bro, I live on the beach, you know, right in Clearwater Beach 4 of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
And we have friends come over, you know, because especially when the sun's going down, they come in and they just kind of like, there's a Clearwater channel, and then I live up the beach, but you can see them come down, you know, the coast, and they're going to the Clearwater channel because all the fishing boats, so all the chum and the fish heads in there, and they're just, you know, from like 7 to 8 at night before the sun goes down, they're just cruising along, you know, taking their time. They'll hit something if it's in the water. So when our friends come over, if they have young kids or stuff, I don't want them in the water.
Yeah, fuck that.
Even, you know, waist deep just in there. So it's kind of
It
like,
happens. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they just found a shark in Idaho. They found a shark 500 miles from the ocean. I believe it was a salmon shark. It is very rare. There it is. Idaho officials find strange shark on riverbank in the landlocked state.
jeez,
That is insane.
that's crazy.
They suspect someone left the creature by the Salmon River as a prank. I wonder if someone like let it go, like someone had it as a pet and let it go into the water. But they know that there's certain sharks like bull sharks, they can live in fresh water. You know that whole movie Jaws is based on what happened in a river? It's based on bull sharks in New Jersey. Bull sharks,
Those are
there's-
the worst, bro.
there's something about them, they're very aggressive, but there's also something about their metabolism where they can breathe fresh water and they just urinate way more. It's like they have like some different system. So they can survive and thrive in fresh where they just piss all the time.
Well, they're the only ones that, in Florida that keep coming back and love
Yeah.
the taste of humans. They'll come back and keep hitting you. You know, you'll get hit by a lemon shark or a tiger shark or a hammerhead. They may just bite you just to see what you are, and they could keep moving if you're lucky. But those bull sharks, they don't go away. They're full of testosterone. Man, they just finish the job.
What kind of shark was it that killed that dude in Egypt, that horrific internet video that everybody's seen now? You've seen that video, right? Where the
Yeah.
guy's screaming for his father.
Yeah.
And he's
It's a tiger shark.
tiger shark. Yeah, those are highly aggressive too. There a lot of those are what bites people in Hawaii.
Yeah, we've dealt with a few of those.
Whoa, fuck that.
Yeah, I was
Fuck
back
that.
back in the day. I was filming a show with Carl Weathers and Chris Lemon. Well, two different shows. One was Thunder in Paradise, and the other one was Assault on Devil's Island. Some 2-hour TNT movies, you know. and we went down and had to do the whole Navy SEAL thing. And Stuart Cove, who was down in the Bahamas, the shark wrangler, I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No, I haven't.
But if you go to the Bahamas, you can go to his place. He'll take you on a shark dive, and they'll put the mesh on you, and you can sit around the big metal can where he's got all the chum, and you just sit there and keep your arms in with a metal mesh on, and you can have all the sharks circle you, and you get the shark dive experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we used him for a couple of the shows, and we caught a tiger shark about 7 in the morning, and he was very irritated. So all the stunt guys anchored him to the bottom, tied a rope around his tail, a couple of ropes on him, which was kind of like crazy. And Stuart Cope goes, "Oh, we'll come back later in the day, and he won't be able to oxygenate his gills, and he'll be real docile." So me and Carl Weathers are going, good, And so right when we popped up at about 7:30 in the morning, because we were all diving, of course, and we loved being in the water. We were playing Navy SEALs and having fun with it. We were all certified, so whenever we could dive, we could. And we watched them catch the shark, and then we came back up. When we did, there was this 100-foot-plus Coast Guard cutter that pulled up on us. So what are you guys doing? And we were all making excuses, and if they would have known what that we were doing, we'd have been in a lot of trouble. And so we took off. Came back later that day, dove down to where the shark was, and he was pissed. I mean, he was pissed from being tied down all day. And they needed one shot. They needed me swimming underwater with what was supposed to be a dead Navy SEAL on my back, and the stunt guys drilled holes in this shark's tail and put monofilament line in the tail. And as I had one of those little scooters, and as the shot came into frame, I had a guy off to my right that was going to give me the thumbs up one to turn around and bump him with a scooter. And we got the guy on my back, the stunt guy, who had shark bites all over him because he works with sharks all the time anyway. And he put chum in his BC, right?
Oh, God.
So I'm swimming underwater with these crazies, and never done this before, so I'm listening to what they're telling me to do. And all of a sudden, the guy gives me the thumbs up, and when I turn, I couldn't even get the scooter under the shark's mouth. When I turned, I bumped him in the nose. He was so close to our heads, and those stunt guys jerked him with that monofilament line, and that shark disappeared like a magic trick. Jerked him 10 yards away from me. Stuart Cove goes, he's got the camera. He goes, "That was fucking great. Let's do one more." I went, "Fuck you. I'm going up."
Yeah,
So
fuck
I'm
you.
glad that was so great, because I won't do that ever again.